Welcome to the neutral ending of The Waiter. At least I think that was the neutral ending. I'm not actually sure. That's just the ending I have written. So,
Feels pretty neutral.
It felt pretty neutral. There's some like,
Like it's so sweet but it hurts at the same time. It's pretty neutral to me.
To be fair, it's more neutral than the Prince ending. Let's be real here.
this is not a story about death. It's something worse.
Oh yeah, the prince or the agent.
Or the agent, that's true.
The
agent was
and an internal screaming.
The prince was dark fantasy. This one is just...
It's a romance novel.
Fuck you
I
all.
like how it's a bit smaller scale.
It's a very small scale, yeah.
Oh, so perfect.
Okay. But you know,
Not every story needs to be something grand.
Absolutely. I think there were only like 8
my hand.
like main locations in the whole story or something like that. Not many. It's like the train station, the restaurant, his apartment, her apartment, the marketplace.
Where they met?
There's like very few actual locations. Okay. Let's talk endings.
Yay.
As I said, that's the only ending I've written. I don't know which ending it is, but it's not the good ending. What I have... let's see, what have I got here? I have some ideas. I'm not sure which is bad, neutral, or good. I have some worse endings could be that she actually decides to stay, which is arguably not the best decision for her. Or, possibly worse, that the waiter just gives up on her and convinces himself that he doesn't deserve her anyway. Doesn't go to see her at the end. That could also be a bad ending.
That would be a bad ending. Because nobody can have it then.
Bad ending A, bad ending B.
That breaks
Because
everyone's
that would
heart.
be, he starts off in a mentally worse place than when he started the tour. Like he doesn't grow, he diminishes. I also have possibly a different version of the neutral ending. Maybe this has to do with quests. During the last shift, when his grandfather lets him go, maybe there's something that determines he doesn't take the pin, which means he does not get away from the last shift. Maybe that's neutral, maybe that's a bad ending. But that's also another idea that could have happened. Probably a more... I mean, I guess they're all painful in different ways, but not being able to get away from the last shift, not having that final goodbye, would be like
More of
the pain of the unknown. Yeah,
Damn it.
exactly.
Versus.
Wait, or he goes anyway and loses his job. That would
I feel
really
like
suck.
if they tried to go with that ending, it would kind of conflict with the nature of the grandpa, if he witnessed that.
True.
Yeah, but the grandfather, the idea was that the grandfather only let him go because he saw the pin and he was reminded of what he did with his daughter. It's quite possible that if he didn't see the pin, just being caught up in the moment would be like, no, you gotta stay. That was the idea behind that one.
I like that.
The other endings
Same.
I have... It's also possible that the ending we just heard was the best possible ending. Because sometimes, even though it's a love story, ending up together
It's trash.
the best outcome. Sometimes it's not about... How do I say this? It's like, it's not about... A successful relationship isn't always a lasting one. A relationship can start and end, however brief, and still be successful.
To me, it sounded like... It honestly sounded very close to good ending material, because she still wants to see him. They're going to keep in touch. And, you know...
there was definitely an undercurrent of hopefulness.
Exactly, which
Absolutely.
feels like
And
a
I
good
think
ending
that's-
for me.
And I would have
Yeah.
embellished it a lot more if I decided to use that for the good ending.
Of course.
If it was kept
there's
as a good
also-
ending, I feel like leaving it as like a very bittersweet would have been the best.
Yeah, I didn't want to do a story where just, oh, he meets someone and they fall in love and they, like, I wanted it to be, I don't know, I just wanted to make you guys suffer, I guess.
And that you did.
Your
That's what's
sadistic
really
tendencies.
brilliant.
That wasn't even a real tour, I was just reading the script.
Yeah,
And
no,
That's all the
it
that's all the ending
felt
ideas
like
I had.
a
Let
real
me see what
tour,
I had
man.
for.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
it's
glad
felt
you
like a real
enjoyed it
tour
because
just
that's
without the running around.
first and last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, less running around.
Technicality, sitting in a traveler's tour is basically just watching a movie from the third-person perspective, so
Yeah.
not entirely different.
Yeah, basically.
Damn.
I mean,
The lines that
Yeah.
he's
And I
throwing.
was
was
also
very theater.
possibly there's possibly another scene I was going to have another part where, depending on things you do, like quests and stuff like that, the chef, the little thunderball guy, could have his own little redemption arc as well. I thought that would be a nice little, oh, excuse me, a nice little side story thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
He didn't really
He's
have
definitely-
He's
Yeah,
definitely
anyway.
Compact Thundercloud.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he needs
didn't
his
want him to be
employees to
one
be in the
dimensional.
building. He's not that bad.
Have an ending that
He's
you can
just
do the chef
he's just a
tour.
boss. The chef. Oh god.
The
I would
chef.
die if I had to do that voice all the time.
Yes. Become as mobile air raid siren.
Okay. What else can I talk about?
Oh,
Questions, thoughts, guys.
okay.
Where choices would have been.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get a bit closer. Choices.
Choice.
So the current plan I had, the plan I had when I wrote this, was that it was only the outcomes of the quests that changed the story, because there are 4 quests, 3 of which are repeated. So there's plenty of room for, I guess, variability. It was just a matter of how do I make sense so that, you know, if you fail the marketplace quest, that actually affects the story. It's like that kind of thing. Like maybe failing the marketplace quest puts the chef in a worse mood, so that makes him, you know, stop the waiter more. Just sort of applying the logic to the overall story was one of the difficult parts. It was only going to be the 4 quests.
Ooh. The silver pin. Where what places where the waiter could have lost the silver pin, where so it doesn't trigger that final set of events.
He could have lost it. He could have also not originally picked it up, because he picked it up, I think, after the first quest.
Yeah, I think.
No, my mistake, it's
also-
before the first
No,
quest.
it was before. It could
Maybe
also
he could have
be
lost
that
it on the first quest or something, yeah.
Ouch.
It,
Kind of like
it
how the
could
prince
also be
loses the
that
sword.
it's like when
It was when he was tidying up.
yeah, no, I'm thinking like maybe
Ouch, yes,
if
true.
he was around the baker's house, could have given it to her as a keepsake, but then that backfires
Yeah.
by not triggering that.
Absolutely. You guys have
Oh,
some
but
good
gosh.
it's not gonna happen.
Any
Yeah,
of those things
and
could
that
be
would
possible.
that could easily cascade into a bad ending where he just
Oh, this is bad.
finds the pin at the train station and she's gone. Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
ooh, that'd hurt.
Oh, damn.
That'd
He puts
hurt.
the pin in his heart where it belongs.
And
Man.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Oh man,
Just the award
Man.
ceremonies of the
man.
Marine
I
Corps.
love this.
Man!
That's what I went to.
Slam it
do.
in.
Have you seen the movie
Slam
about
it
the
into their
man?
chest.
I have a question.
From Standy Stand.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
often
Sheen.
over to his nah.
So you may not be able to answer this in a way because it may be too spicy over lore wise, but
Oh,
the
yeah.
Blood Moon and
Oh.
Abel is what does Abel is not present in the tour. Is that true?
Who?
Not in a way. he's present in a way which is the same as the prince, where it's more like he's a force, not an entity. So one thought I had was that perhaps through some clever loans, you could realize that because the waiter is obviously a reincarnation because he's the main character. So perhaps the thoughts that the waiter has about himself that are self-disparaging could be fed from Abel. That's one angle, but that would have been quite a meta angle because this story felt like if there was possibly. I know you did have some ideas like that.
I think we talked about him, Abel being some sort of thing,
like a devil on the shoulder.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was. You're probably right. It was probably the one that you said. I'm just looking at my notes here. Yeah, that's the only idea I had for Abel. Reason being that anything I could think of that brought Abel in just detracted too much from the tone of the story. It was very much like a very down-to-earth story, and Abel is like up above Earth.
It's like
Abel's up there. And
But what if you give him the old smackdown? What if you give him the smackdown?
no,
Smackdown
One day,
numbers.
Abel
Abel
owns
owns
one
like
day.
zealots across the street.
I'm leaving.
Welcome back. And then Trajan left here, travelers forever, and never came back.
Oh no, the small family business. Whatever shall we do?
Until it's just stuck around. That's great. I'm glad they're succeeding. I'm happy for their business.
I'm sorry, but also, speaking of terrible things, didn't we briefly entertain the idea of a bad ending where we find out that her train, like, crashes?
Nice.
Did we?
oh my
Put that down. So if we did, I didn't record it. It's possible.
No, she
They
likes
come
the
up with the
read.
worst ideas. Yeah.
She could have pulled the Spider-Man move.
Trajan immediately threw it in his mental trash bin.
It's the Spider-Man move.
You know, in Spider-Man 2004, 2002, the one train scene.
I haven't seen.
Come on, bro. You ever
I don't
seen?
watch superhero movies. I don't know.
You never seen
as
Tobey
horrible as
Maguire?
that would be,
Come on.
as
Yeah,
horrible
like
as that
20
would
years
be,
ago.
I don't think it would work because we would know what
train?
happens, and it would just. Yeah, that wouldn't work because as impactful as that is, a little bit out of place with the tone of the story. It's we would know
True.
that happens, and we would just avoid anything that involves her leaving. If we once we
What
do
if-
this that
True.
one time.
Also,
True.
I wanted
sure
it. I
how-
wanted all the endings to come to fruition fully at the end of day 10. I didn't want anything beyond that. So
Wait
that
a
also
minute,
would have
what
gone
if-
against that.
What if he got on a train and the lecturer looked at him and was like, a spark of recognition in the
You
old
look like my
old man's
son.
eyes. Like, oh, like my son.
You're my son.
Oh yeah, no, good,
do you
good
think
ending.
Crossover.
What if a bad ending?
Yeah, good.
That's not a good
She
ending.
ends up
That's the
staying,
like.
but what ends up happening is that since she gives us
Do you have time for an old man story?
Tell your story.
That's the twist ending.
The archaeologist,
The secret
Bro.
ending. The
Crossover.
secret
The
ending.
crossover
The
ending.
waiter
You break the narrative.
joins the train and works as a ticket holder to then be like, oh yes, lecturer.
No, the
Oh,
silent little
yeah.
dog ending.
This is more
Hey,
like,
I like
like
that.
a random bad ending, but if she ends up staying, and
Hmm.
but because she works at the shop and she's not really following her dreams, is that he basically slowly watches her degrade more and more instead of being happy and kind of like she gives
I
up
wouldn't describe all
playing
that
entirely
because that would go beyond day 10. What I would probably do is just the moment where she decides to stay, the way it's conveyed, the music I play, the thoughts behind it would demonstrate that that's probably what's going to happen. Like she's going to be miserable in this, rather than actually giving you the actual events. That's probably what I'd do. Like she's staying, but you can tell that she's giving up on her dream because of it, and she's going to be unhappy as a consequence.
And that's very much not good.
Yeah.
Loveless marriage ending.
You know,
The loveless marriage ending.
Jesus Christ.
Any more questions, guys? Comments, insights, thoughts.
Insects?
I can already think of like 3.
Insight.
When can we expect the giant smack?
Painter 2. Probably.
Oh,
No, I'm ashamed.
When do we get the prompt to throw
The Painter
sand?
story has mechs in it. That's not a surprise. What do you mean?
right, yeah.
Sorry,
I keep getting mixed up.
Almost forgot.
It's
the
in
neck is
the
where?
freaking idea and concept of the theme of the
Yeah.
whole freaking.
Trade going with. Did you have a favorite part when you were writing?
Yeah.
Now that I've reread it, there are some parts that I like. There are various parts I like, but for very different reasons. So there are parts that I like because I think they're effective, not because they're pleasant. But then there are other parts that, like, the moment they meet, I really like. I really like the description of the first pastry. I really like the characters of, even though they're secondary, the grandfather and the chef. I really like their characterizations, and the busker. There's a lot of strong characters in this, in my humble opinion.
Oh, definitely.
My good shoes!
Just the grandfather's sass. I just chuckled while I wrote that. It was just very fun.
Yeah. The sass. You gotta love it.
I think the grandfather having a heart-to-heart with the waiter was my favorite part.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Where are my good shoes?
So they are. Now we can quote stuff from this tour, and people will be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Here's a question for people. Unfortunately, this is not something that can happen. You can't learn anything from this tour, but if you could, what would you learn now that you've heard that?
The silver pin.
Might be a high traffic one.
No.
The silver pin? Get out of here.
Yes.
It's all,
Just the instant turn down there.
Yeah, the silver pen.
Could you repeat the question again?
How about the pastry?
What would you learn?
Turn
Yes,
this
the
down.
menu. The menu, yes. The pastry? You can't learn the pastry.
Menu.
Why not?
Menu. Yeah.
Yeah, there would have been an actual
It
menu.
would have been possible.
the chef's hat.
A menu.
Yeah.
There is
The instruments. Kitty's got a
Wait,
good
the
one.
chef's hat?
Yeah.
The chef's
Little
hat.
chef.
I want his hat.
Sure, yeah.
I want his hat.
Yeah, the guitar, the violin, yeah.
Someone else said.
What about the Bosker signs? A whole bunch of names that don't make sense to you guys.
Scab 'em.
Or the
would've
clocks.
been fun.
The clocks that tell the time. Lots of learnable things. You can't really hold. Actually, there's household clock. Never mind.
Grandpa's shoes?
First
Ticket.
Leave my shoes alone.
You're gonna steal
Versace.
shoes
What's
from
that?
him.
Where are my good shoes?
Where's my damn shoes?
Finally wears something on his feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vice President of Evil Shoes.
Can you imagine all the special orders at the bar after you finish your first showing of this tour?
True.
It'd be like
Yeah,
that
a lot
Lord
of
of the
that.
Rings meme, the army approaching as you run forward.
Maybe
Hard,
Abel's
keep your
presence is
secrets.
felt in when he can't find his good shoes. He has to wear his bad shoes.
He can't up and
Yeah.
find his
Bad ending.
No.
Man, I wish I
Can't
was
find
there.
his van. Can't find his Crocs. Wait.
Clogs.
Who asked the question about the time setting? Who asked the question about the time period?
Grandpa's Jordan's
Oh, yeah.
fake.
Who asked the time period question?
I think still here.
Oh,
Oh, Tusi? Is that you?
yeah.
What do you think now? Was it evident enough in the story itself?
Damn, Grandpa.
Like with with how everything was described, I kind of think kind of like an older, kind of like Germanic town almost.
Mm-hmm. How much older?
Early 1800s would be my guess.
Victorian
Would there have been
would be
trains
my
at
guess.
that point?
How about you,
Close,
Duke? What do you
yeah.
say? Victorian era?
After the invention
Because I have the picture. I have like the pictures and scene in my head, but I can't exactly describe it. Because I'm not really sure what to call it.
Victorian area where you have like
They have
steampunks or
steam
something?
power, They didn't have
Steam
light
engines
bulbs.
and
They
stuff?
had
Almost.
Steampunk.
Kind of like
Steampunk?
No
How about
light bulbs, that's right.
steampunk-ish?
Steam, but no electricity.
Yeah, steam!
Diesel.
Maybe
Like
it
I would think a
was-
time before electricity.
Damn, maybe it was
And then
1600s.
Victorian,
the pirate era?
kind of like with a mix of German.
Yeah, I mean, this all sounds pretty accurate to me. Yeah, you guys got it spot on. That's pretty much it.
It's like countryside. So
1999.
I would think kind of like
1888.
Yeah,
long,
electricity
like
then.
wide, long valleys between everything.
Back in my day, before
And then
electricity was a thing,
With the ocean on one side.
we had fire.
Electricity. Grandpa, is that you? Do you have your bad shoes on?
Maybe? I don't know.
No,
I found them outside.
bad shoes on when he caused time.
Homeless man was wearing them.
Graham's bad shoes, Graham's good shoes. Just want to make that meme comparison.
Graham's mediocre shoes.
Hey Trajan, one thing I really liked about the story is
Yeah.
you did it a little bit in the Prince with setting descriptions, like the market, the town that we walk through. That description always stays in my mind. But in this story, you really went with the dust in the air, with the glowing orbs, the fireflies, the boat bumping against the dock. That was all just phenomenal. Really, really, that immersed me. I'm pretty sure that immersed everyone as well.
Yeah, that was.
And alliteration. Good use of alliteration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my favorite line. Hang on. Alliteration. You can either wally at the wheeler like a wally. And the
But I
bus
wish I was here early. Damn it.
The busker was fucking amazing.
Irish.
My bus.
Loved him.
Yeah, it was like an Irish accent at my attempt. No,
Your
okay.
Irish is fucking awesome.
Nailed
I'm
it.
not
It
gonna
was
lie.
beautiful.
It was really
I wish I
awesome.
knew
That was
the
beautiful.
Busker. Seems so
Oi.
nice.
You want to what?
Yeah,
We all
he
need a
seems like
friend
that
like the
friend that
Busker.
gives you a kick in the ass when you need it.
I said I wish I knew the Busker.
The
He
cookie.
seems so cool.
Get out!
Yeah, basically.
And get out there and show him why.
Get out of here.
Climb down off your chariot and tell her how you feel.
My chariot?
I do hope the Busker becomes a
He said
recurring character at some point. He said,
The who?
Chariots of Fire.
the Busker.
The busker.
The boss. Yeah, look,
Have the busker show up.
sharing this, I feel so bittersweet because,
Panda?
I mean, I hope it's clear that my heart is in this story.
You could make the
This is not
Busker
gonna be
a
finished.
character at the what is it called? The
Curious.
Ranger 2.
Said.
The Refuge.
actually
Make
good.
the Busker a character at the Refuge.
What?
I would make all the characters at the refuge. That's up to Sheen.
Oh.
So with this
That's actually a
being
brilliant
story
idea.
that
Okay, so who's writing that immediately?
Sheen, write that down.
Write that down.
So with this being a story that isn't going to it isn't going to be continued in
Write
any
down
Said you got
all,
it.
all the
right?
characters.
It's kind of like this everything.
Oh,
that
yeah, okay.
This one's just
Yeah.
If the Gramps
Yeah.
is
So
in
with-
the
It's
as is a
refugee,
restaurant.
he's got
So
to mention his shoes.
with this being a difference of
What
how
about my
other
shoes?
scripts are really held in a lot of secrecy compared to this one being kind of like all of us hearing your different thought processes and
It's always at
how
the
it was
angle.
supposed to go. I'm kind of curious on how you feel with all of us talking to all of us through what you were going to do and having different thoughts come from
Oops,
us. Like, how do you feel with all of that and kind of hearing
Yeah.
what we see and hear from what you just described to us?
How do I feel about it? I feel two ways. On the one hand, I feel I had a lot of fun doing this and I enjoyed it, and I feel like it's the least I can do. Like, it wasn't my intention to ever announce it to it and then cancel it, and I thought, I've got to give him something. And I thought, why not just give him everything? Everything but the world, that is.
Give much everything.
And so on the one hand, I really enjoyed that, and I loved, no offense, making you guys cry or laugh or whatever, like all the roller coaster that you went through this tour. I was there with you, do not worry. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff is inspired by real life events, so that's probably why it's so close to my heart. On the other hand, there's a lot of like, I don't know, like, I'm probably always going to feel guilty that I don't get to finish this tour, I think. And I know that none of you guys are going to come up and have a go at me for that. Like, this comes from me and my own expectations of myself. I just feel bad that I'm not going to finish this tour.
That's understandable. I
totally get that quite well, though. With basically giving us this insight.
Yeah. Well, you know, who,
What are you in?
Someone's going to replace me one day, you know?
You know what?
Sorry,
I know.
Lord, are you saying that we're going to be making the tour for you?
I don't think anybody will replace you, Trajan.
No, I'm just saying, like, look, this is the first time we're saying anything public about it, but, I mean, it should be kind of obvious anyway. We're not going to have Sheen carry the storytelling on his own indefinitely. We're going to need another tour guide soon.
I sort of found a guy that sounds like both of you when you put on your narrator voice.
Ominous end of
But I
4:30.
couldn't figure out who he is, and I kind of lost him. So I'm not sure you guys like need
Thanks, Grandpa. Senile as ever.
He's real, I'm swearing.
Main suspicion.
Hey everyone.
Write the name down if you find it again.
Suspicion about your suspicions.
In case you didn't hear,
I guess a more
what Trajan was
generalized
trying-
question, as are many of my questions.
Hold that thought,
go ahead. Yeah, sure, it's okay.
This is more of a question about your writing style. What kind of order do you write things in? Do you start at the beginning, come up with a concept, start from the middle, etc.?
Just in general, not specifically this tour, you said? Okay. That is a good question. This might seem like a bit of a cheat answer, but I mean it 100% seriously. Do whatever works. And that's going to change, depending on the idea I have. Sometimes a story is birthed from a vision, sometimes from a concept, sometimes a specific source of interaction. Sometimes I have scenes in my head already and I just have to get them down in words. So I try not to limit myself to one process, because I feel like that's just going to get in the way of the creativity that's coming to me naturally. So my answer to that is just whatever works, whatever's needed at the time. If that's not sufficient, feel free to poke for more information.
Yeah, I was thinking they're typing.
Yep. They're doing the 45-degree turn.
I see, which makes sense. What was it for this tour, if you don't mind me asking?
For this tour, that depends, because this might sound a bit strange. Sometimes it's hard to pinpoint when this tour actually started. But do I start it from when he was a waiter? Do I go back to when he was a barrister? Because that would have been basically the same setting. And I did have another older idea when he was making coffees in a coffee shop. And the story, there was no grandpa there. The story was like a thief came and stole something from the shop or something. They had to do a stealth section in the city. Like, there's no point where I can say this is where the waiter became the waiter. So even though I'd really like to answer that, it just goes to show, I think, the organic evolution of ideas is just, they just indefinitely run into each other. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Makes
Yeah,
sort
okay.
of sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to answer that in a way that feels more helpful, but I can't think of a way to phrase it. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Are you at the typing angle? You are.
Yep.
Still is insightful.
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome. And I'm always happy to answer questions like that.
Gene time.
Sheen, you were saying something.
Oh yes. Just wanted to restate what you said, in case not everybody caught it. Trajan just sort of informally announced something that we've been talking about for a while. We're open to looking for other performing tour guides. We currently are in no need of a world builder type tour guide. We are in need of someone that will do two things, mainly, perform and write tours. So
Their
it is
own tours.
officially
Yes.
Yeah, their own tours. Of course, we all help each other, but that is officially now public announced.
Yeah. And that is something that, I mean, by all means express interest now if you want to, but I'll be, into next year, I'll be leading that sort of recruitment process. That'll be something that I'll be pretty busy with, is preparing a performing replacement for me. So yeah, and I want to emphasize, when I first joined Sheen, I never thought I would be telling stories to groups of people. Ever. I never thought about voice acting. I like stories. I like making stuff. That's about it. And my first story, The Archaeologist, is very small, very humble. We do not expect new tour guides to make their own worlds. Just do whatever the heck works for you. We will talk about that as we go into the process, so please do not feel discouraged if you feel like, oh, I don't have a good storytelling voice, or I'm not confident enough, or whatever. It does not matter. You build that as you go. All you need is a passion for telling stories and making people feel things. That's all. But that process will be started into next year. And there'll definitely be announcements for that. Okay. I guess last call for any questions before we get into some closing words. Yes, man.
Wheezy.
I remember long ago it was mentioned community tour. I've heard
CWT?
was a thing. Yeah,
That comes
so-
after the painter turn.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
All right.
I think
That's
Shane's
post-painter turn.
schedule for that right now is eventually
On the
PM.
ceiling.
Okay, all right.
Could
Yeah.
you repeat
And,
the question? I actually didn't hear it. Sorry.
He was asking
the
about when
community tour.
CWT was coming. Yeah.
Yeah, CWT. I heard that it existed or was mentioned.
It exists. That's
I don't know.
post-painter
that's
turn,
it.
right?
Yeah.
That's
It
correct.
existed.
And I will talk about that in a moment, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did someone have a question over here? Sorry, Panda, was that all?
No, that's it.
Okay. Someone over here have a question? No?
I guess that's kind of what I was thinking of earlier, is that normally, like throughout the story, you did an amazing job at describing like locations, and then especially your girl. But I don't remember if we ever got do we have a description of the main character?
You do not, and that's pretty common in our tours. Mostly because it allows for easier self-inserts. But there is no description of the waiter. If there are any artists here who want to take a jab at it, feel free, because I know what he looks like in my mind. I just don't want to push that onto anyone else.
You want to make sure that we all keep our same, like we all keep what we thought that he looks like.
Exactly. Although if they end up in the sanctuary, then you're gonna see the sprites either way. So we'll just see where that goes.
I imagine.
Okay. Sheen, do you want to do your?
I think he would look like.
No, I'm
Ryan
just
Johnson,
rambling,
because I
I'm sorry.
identify with that guy. He's literally me.
Dean, do you want to do your closing words first, or do you want me to go? No, you go first. I need to rest my voice.
Sure. Okay. I'm
You
dropping
did good,
character,
Trey.
by the way. But yes, thank you, Trey Jim. You did
dropped your
very.
phone.
I dropped it on the floor over there. Yeah, Trey Jim, this was wonderful. Just again, I want to say thank you for sharing this with all of us, and even though it'll never be a story that we'll experience in a story tour form, I'm just grateful that we got to learn about it at all. So thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much, Trajan, for taking us on this journey.
Thank you.
It was really wonderful.
I maybe not been here long, but
This was fun.
thanks for narrating. Yeah,
You haven't been here long, but you sure have been here.
Microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite
Only
it
been
only
here.
being the first
I've
draft.
been on here on my third day of VRChat. That was really nice. 2 months ago. What was it?
Oh, wow.
October?
Poor
Yeah.
thing.
Poor thing. What? Damn.
I mean, so the reason I say that
soon.
is because a lot of people who first join VRChat and then find us are like, oh, this stuff is amazing. And then they go out into VRChat looking for more, and they're just like, this place sucks.
This place
Except
is
for VR
hell.
Travelers. What's wrong with VRChat? Yeah, exactly. That's why I said,
Yeah. Mood.
yeah.
I find it so amazing that he basically gave us an entire story. Like, he gave us already an entire story on the first draft. And
Yeah.
And it's
like,
beautiful.
just with
Oh,
so
man,
much detail and like,
my
all
head
the
is
pictures and everything in my head just that you
bursting with
gave me,
stories at all times.
the world building and
It is a
everything
wonder
was
it
just-
doesn't explode. That's what I do. That's what I'm passionate about.
Not again.
Again.
I just don't want to emphasize, like you said, this is the first draft, and you gave us all of this.
Brain
Like, this was
blood.
already an entire, like, this was an
I'm
entire
glad- I'm
tour.
glad you
This
like
was a
it.
first
tour
draft,
to
so-
me. Yeah, exactly. Like this was.
Wait, this is not
felt
a
like
tour?
Never
full-on tour, and it was great.
No, I was
I'm
just
late.
reading out
Easy's
a,
right.
a tour that I cancelled.
I just got here like 30
That's
minutes
just-
ago.
that's my notes.
Cancel a tour? You gave us a
Expanded
tour. What do you
notes.
mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. All right.
Well, I'm not doing it again.
God damn it!
No,
I got
I
here
know you
late.
said that you're going to be doing the other
You'll be
different
fine.
kind of tour guide stuff.
People
but I'm
recorded
still-
this.
I
I'm not
haven't.
worried. I'm not 100%.
I don't remember.
I'm not
Who are you?
100% convinced you won't just explode and never come back.
I don't know who are you. I
You
can't see
sure?
you, man. You're just a black spot in this dark
I
theater.
mean,
I'm
if I
black.
do, then mourn for me. Okay, but that's a good point. I want to emphasize. I want to make clear to everyone. I am not leaving VR Travelers after this, just in case anyone is under that impression. I am retiring from performing, not
You're
from being a tour
leaving.
guide. So just to be clear about what my roles will look like into next year, aside from the recruitment and stuff, I will continue to run the Discord, still technically under my name as far as Discord servers. Still doing the merch store, still VR chat groups, that's all stuff that's under my umbrella. I'm still going to be the lore guy who helps with writing and revising behind the scenes stuff. I'm still doing the VR Explorers campaign, which is for the second rank of Patreon members. I'm going to run that through to its conclusion. After that, we'll just see. Depends what I have going on in life. I'm still going to be attending tours as a tour guide. In that respect, you can look at me as another Rendize or Nick, just with more baggage, I guess. But I'll still be helping out with tours. My performing tours in Sheen's future tours will be non-existent. My performing tours in existing tours will be probably reduced. We'll just see how that goes. And that's it. That's what's changing.
Wow.
When did you get a hankering?
What about your whole library thing? Able to loan stuff?
I'm still doing
the
loans.
library.
Yep. That loans won't change. That's all the same.
So, question. For
Yes.
tours where it splits into two groups, will you be partaking in that, or will it now just return to?
It's
one
probably
group?
going to change from tour to tour. A lot of them were actually designed so that Sheen could take either path. We just usually don't, because that way Sheen gets a break, because he doesn't write tours into his breaks into his tour because he's a wally. Yeah, no, I think I answered that question.
He still haven't forgiven me.
Painter 2 has a break. Don't worry.
Painter 2 has a break. I wouldn't let you not have a break. Painter 2 has a break, but it's 5 hours long.
I don't know if you're being serious or not.
It's like the
I haven't even... Look, Pack.
It's a riddle. You have to solve it.
I know a little bit more... I know slightly more about it than you do.
Oh,
I don't know shit. I haven't seen the script. Nothing. Just whatever Sheen has landed to me. I've got feedback on.
Same thing all over again. You should make it longer than the appraiser. That'd be so dope.
Make it longer.
Trust me, Pack.
Please no.
Make it 6 hours.
Too late. As long as the angel comes back, that's all I care about.
Make it 24 hours long.
The tour is so long that
yes.
these are 2 separate weekends.
Make it a year.
Painter 2 Part 2.
Yes,
I do have a couple
20-minute
important
recap
announcements.
of the second weekend.
Important announcement time!
Yeah!
Announcement!
Yay!
Here we go.
Is that you, Ren? Holy shit.
Ren?
Ren!
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm completely not in character now. I apologize, I'm not as articulate when I'm not in character. Anyways, so Sheen isn't articulate to begin with. But anyways,
I was about to say that.
It's fine.
Hey, I'm not a...
The Ultra Johnson one.
Just to kind of build on the answer to Panda's question, if you recall, I actually did Trajan's Path in the pilot once, and it was very rough. I barely got through it, and I shortened the boss fight because I hadn't actually not practiced it, and so
you can't practice a practicing.
I will be doing the pilot in the future, and it will have me doing the path that Trajan did, so that way he doesn't have a performing role anymore. It'll be way more polished the next time that I do it. I promise. But we do have a few more announcements. So, first and foremost, before anybody else leaves, this is very important. The NPC Open Project, I believe that's the name that I officially gave it in the announcement of the Discord. The NPC Open Project is where you submit an NPC that will appear in the world of the Painter 2. I'm bringing it up again now because the due date is the last day of December. I ask that if you do not know about this, you still have time. You are welcome. It's very easy. You don't even have to create your own sprite. You can just pull one from Spriter's resource, and you can make a character that says a single sentence. I've made many NPCs that appear in the Painter 2, and some of them only say a few words. And so, if you want to know more about it, please scroll up in the events and news channel, and you will see my post about it. And there you can click a link that will take you to a full description of what to do. As a reminder, if you've already submitted some, you are very welcome to submit up to 4. I see Trajan just posted a reminder link for you to see there in the Travelers chat. A shortcut. So,
there it is.
Please, if you have not submitted those, please do send those to me in a DM in Discord, and I will be sure that they get in the world. So yeah, the due date for the NPC Open Project, please keep that in mind. Another announcement. As you know, I've put a lot of stuff on hold in order to complete the Painter 2. I launched Dilf Quest, and if some of you don't know what that is, it's Dude I'd Like to Follow Quest. It's an exercise streaming basically thing that I do. Is actually pretty successful and well received. However, I did pause it after doing it for a little over a month because... Did I do it for 2 months? Well, I paused it because it was just too hard to do and continue to work on the Painter 2. Nick and I are together on a voice call almost every day for hours, and I have to say thank you to my family that is currently sleeping for letting me be on a voice call with Nick every single day. But but this is what it requires to finish this monster project, and so I don't want this to I don't want days to keep going on where I'm away from my family to work on this. I want, and Nick as well, his time, and of course his time as well, not just me. I want to finish this, and I want to do it right. I don't want it to be rushed. So I am going to keep Dolph Quest paused. It absolutely will come back. The CWT will absolutely be finished. I promise that. That's the community written tour. You want to know more about that, you can ask me, and I will give you an explanation. But another big announcement as far as sacrifices to complete the Painter 2 is I have decided to pause all VR Travelers tours for possibly 2 months. Normally this is not out of place. We have paused VR Travelers traditionally in December, and we do pause the Patreon. We don't want you to pay us when we're not performing. So I will be pausing the Patreon for at least a month, most likely more. Well, but I'll make a solid statement on that once I talk more with my team.
What if they want to send you money anyway?
What if I just throw it at you?
Coffee.
Yeah, we have a Ko-fi, Ko-fi, however you pronounce it. We do have that.
I call it Cluckley.
It's in the info.
What was that noticed?
It's in the info channel. You can find the link for it there. The Ko-fi is it's a great way.
And the merch store.
Yeah, it's a great way for people to support us when they don't want to do a subscription-based support that Patreon forces you to do. So you're completely welcome to do that. But yeah, so I am sorry to say, but it is the only way for me to finish the Painter 2 is if I pause VR Travelers until it is done. So that means there will be no more tours until the Painter 2 releases.
Oh man!
I expect this to take 2 months, probably to be complete, and then we'll probably need another week for testing before we launch it. So this means that we hope that everything will be paused, and so I do apologize. So that.
Don't dwell too much.
We understand, man. It's all good. Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's
you're doing this work for free for us.
To fill the void here.
Rejected.
I already thought of something that could help fill
Candy!
the void for the Painter 2. Just
Yeah.
have a day where VR Travelers come in and see some
the holidays
skits.
will be doing all kinds of stuff.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, use this time to learn about new things, to other there's other bright spots in the world to focus on. But I assure you, when you
I don't have a life anymore.
When you turn back to look back at VR Travelers after this break, our bright spot will be shining the greatest it ever has. There are so many people. Yeah, there are so many people that are helping and supporting us. Just about all the money that goes that comes from our Patreon goes right back into the community. So we've got a lot of people. There's going to be a really, really big credits board in the world lobby of the Painter 2, a long list of names. So all I can say is that All I can say is that
This bright spot is gonna get so bright it's gonna be a flashbang at this point if you make it any brighter.
Made it brighter. Made it brighter. Yeah, this guy's right. Does you guys have that thing?
Don't word.
I've talked a lot about how great I think the Painter 2 is going to be for like a whole year, so I feel bad to keep doing it. But one thing's for certain is that we've never tried so hard on anything. So I promise you it'll be worth the wait.
Okay. I want to make a quick mention as well. Speaking of commissions and stuff, a quick shout out to Wyatt, because I paid him to get all the maps that I was going to use for the basis for the waiter. Ended up not using them, so I feel bad about that. But you know,
all that work for nothing.
Thanking you anyway for your hard work. Yeah. I mean, I still paid him. The commission was done. I just didn't turn him into a tour.
Where did work?
Yeah.
You just didn't. You wasted it all.
Definitely paid for his time.
You wasted your
I
money.
just didn't use the maps. My apologies. Updating stuff in Unity is a pain in the butt. I don't have the patience for it, and the maps aren't really usable anyway, so maybe I'll give you screenshots one day, who knows. There's barely anything anyway. Just wanted to give Wyatt the recognition for doing that.
Wow, bravo.
Yeah, the
Fired settings were...
One thing I would like to say is that we're not going to be completely silent during the months before the Painter 2 is released. I'll be going back into posting updates. I've been posting updates in the patron only channel of for people to see screenshots of the world and little tidbits of me talking about what we did on a particular session. I want to start. I have stopped doing that, but I want to bring that back, especially since there's no tours taking up our time. And I'll see if we can put some stuff in the main VR Travelers channel as well for people that are not patrons, so you guys can see that we're working. We're definitely working. All of you giving your positive words, thank you for that. But please also direct them to Nick as well, because Nick is giving an equal amount of time as I am to working on this project. Without him,
and
Painter 2 would not exist. Yes, and Rendizo, wherever he is. Where is he? There he is.
He's right behind you. Rendizo's project? Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh, Nick is messaging me. There are well over 200 maps in the Painter 2.
Damn.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be more than that. You sure it's just over 200?
How big is this project?
The waiter had 10, so take that.
Yeah.
How big is this damn project? Like, what?
200 is very good.
The first AAA VRT tour.
Triple A.
A whole day on VRChat. 24
We
hours.
10,000 people.
VRT has studios in several countries. I mean, technically that's true.
Good.
Multiple countries.
We are international.
See you tomorrow.
International.
Okay, that's the plan.
Yeah, we are. That's right.
There's one over here and 3 over there.
There's got to be at least one alien in this group too, so we can say we're interplanetary as well.
Hey Nick, do you want to?
Entertaining the travelers during the
Oh, that's right. You're just texting. You can't talk.
I'm gonna end this recording before something crashes.
Crash!
Everyone is an alien in this group. It's probably Pac.
Okay.
Fair.
I have to let my glorp go potty. I mean, my dog go potty.
Blurp.
I think it's less human that you said go potty.
I'm gonna go potty.
Yeah. But then again, there's a normal thing to say about pets.
Human pets.
And normal enough, I guess.
Closing words, I guess, so that people can stop their recordings. thank you everyone for coming to this very exclusive event. I know that we got a couple recordings out of it, but I imagine watching it is not going to be like being here. So thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you for coming on every tour we make, even though we don't get a chance to say hi to everyone. Like in our calls, we're like, oh, such and such is here. Oh, good. We're always excited to see you guys, even though we're in character and our characters are kind of hard asses and we don't really come up and welcome you in person. We still love to see all of you every tour. We just often don't get an opportunity to say it, so I'm saying it now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for continuing to come. And I will see you on future tours. I won't be narrating. That's
And we
just how it
love
is,
seeing
but I
you
will
every
be
week
there.
too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You did a fantastic
Love
job.
you, man.
You're a great friend.
And
Now.
I guess that's it. If just a thought occurred to me, if you're wondering whether I'm going to be moving on to different projects from this, all I will say is that VR Travelers related or not, just wait and see. If you're interested in my creations, like me as a creative, feel free to join my personal Discord. You can see it on my... I'm self-plugging now, fuck you. On my personal Discord bio, you can see the link to the...
It's so out of context.
Takes you to my Land of Riga Discord. That's where I put, like, I put all of my out there, my world building projects get mentioned on there. It's a very quiet Discord, but, I mean, that's just how it is. So you're welcome there. If you're interested. That's totally fine. I do not really talk about it.
Like I said,
It should be, if you just click on my profile in Discord, and the one that says personal Discord. I see Zara, I see Dylan. Hello, friend.
The way I found him back
I'll
today
be a
was
personal friend.
comments and your travelers.
We're friends.
So
many rivals. Holy crap!
I think that was everything I wanted to say. Thank you, everyone, and I also want to emphasize that VR Travelers, not just Sheen and Rendizo and Nick, but all of you guys, has helped to shape me as a person for the better, and I owe all of you for that.
Even me?
No.
Wow, for the better.
I guess, still, man, I guess. Yeah, of course.
Oh man, it's a cautionary tale at best.
I could say the same for you too, Trade Jim.
Elman teaches
Yeah.
patience.
Patience, young one. Look at me. I waited all my
I
years.
teach what not to do in
Saying
tours.
someone teaches patience.
Like falling off
You're
everything.
like on a cheap infomercial where you see someone hurt themselves in a completely unrealistic way. That's you.
And I'm also basically the comic relief of this group.
Smiles.
You're just a punching bag.
I could say the same for you too, Trey Jim. You and Sheen as well shaped me for the better.
Yes. All of y'all have.
That's warm. Thank you.
I'm just here.
Taught
Just
us
here.
valuable
I've
lessons.
become a bartender assistant.
And I
You
know
guys
we
have
talk
given me
about VR
something
Travelers
to-
being a bright spot, but the real bright spot is the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
You guys have given
He
me
said
something
the
Who are
line.
you?
on Saturdays to
You know?
get me through the
I
Your
consider
name.
myself lucky to be a part of this community.
I wouldn't mind trying to do
Oh yeah, I'm glad to hear it.
with people.
It's like
travelers in the rendezvous while we were
church, but we are not a
in or
cult.
two, and heck,
I've met a lot of very
At
good
some
friends
point-
through these events.
and some Saturdays
Yeah.
I could try running the bar. Even if there's no after party or two. Like anyone wants to come by and do a random drink fun.
Hell, a great day.
Despite my appearance
That's someone talking.
lacking quite a bit
Nice two things to
in
do.
these
when-
events, is that basically coming here and being able to see all of this has been everything that I wanted when it comes to storytelling.
For what? For the point?
Mm-hmm.
Like I never
I
imagined
know a lot of
when I
your
first started
questions, by
VR
the
chat.
way.
I never imagined that when I first started VR chat that I'll end up finding something like this,
Actually, here, there you go.
and that it was everything I wanted with like listening to stories like this. I've always loved listening to stories like these, but I never imagined that I'd find myself here in such an amazing place with such an amazing community.
Mhm.
It's like 12, maybe 12.
I'm very glad to hear it.
and
So all I have to say is thank you.
Oh. My apologies. Yeah.
Run this vessel
Yeah,
that means a
come
lot.
to play.
That means a lot. It really does.
Fall to the game.
I've learned how to be a better person as a whole from talking with you guys, the tour guys, and the people behind them. And you've taught me how to be a lot more mature, taught me valuable life lessons. Your tours, the morals behind them.
Mature?
Yes, you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I'm sure.
Are you sure about that?
But I do have a lot to attribute to all of you all. And I wouldn't be the same person I am today without you all. So thank you both.
This dumbass being a part of my life is also because of VRT, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, I literally would not have met the loves of my life without you guys. So thank you.
And the eastern
Oh,
side.
the real loves of your life are the friends you met never met.
I mean, technically, yes.
Soup. Yeah. I know people keep saying like directing the me and Sheen. It's easy to because we're kind of the face of it. But like honestly, without Ren and now Nick, like Sheen and I would have given up a long time ago. Like we are bricks in a wall. We are not. Yeah, we're not doing this alone, not by a long shot.
Yeah.
I remember nights where no one was here, but Ren and I running into our
mastermind.
Wait, when you guys first started off,
there's been nights where
My BRT.
you know, Trajan, we've never been alone, have we? We've always had a
on a tour.
Yeah, someone always with us. Maybe there was a 1 or 2 times.
It's been a while, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine what would our travels be without the rendezvous? Even though it has its flaws, like what the hell would we have done? We used to meet in the painter world at the start of the tour. That's what we used to do.
Yeah,
And then
without
was
the
like,
rendezvous.
"I do it world," and we're like, what?
Yeah, Nick, when's your tour?
Do you remember the day that we surprised everybody with the rendezvous? Do you remember that? We went to the Painter One World first, and we like dropped a portal as a
That was a big
surprise. Yeah.
Because Goblocks and stuff were with us at the time. It was like
Everyone got
60.
in there, and then they were like, "Hey, why can't I see your avatars? What's wrong with
They
your
were like,
life?"
"Oh, there's a bar. There's a library."
Silhouette. And you're like,
Just use your imagination.
So
Yeah, that sounds like Unity. Wow.
Yeah, of course.
yeah, of course.
Wait, what?
I cannot.
Rondo 2? What?
Yeah, when's Rondo 2?
I want to be a part of this.
Look forward
I'm
to
just-
it. Look forward to it.
I'll just be
That's
the
getting a
that's
second
so
Rondo
2020.
When's season 3?
Upgrades, bigger bar, bigger library, bathrooms.
Yay!
And I have a lab in it?
Library is
More
beautiful.
beverage options.
If not, I'll be...
What about the old band room?
That is
We have toilets, yeah.
And thank you,
We have
Freedom.
toilets.
I worked hard on that library.
You have a bedroom?
I've been holding it in every tour.
The library is beautiful.
Is there a bedroom?
Take your time, Ren.
The bar is beautiful too, especially the chair that descends you into hell immediately at the press of a button.
Because we're having
Because you're gonna make the bar.
Oh, we're gonna update.
I'll sleep.
Probably.
Have you
Women fear
have you managed to get back at the rendezvous at all?
that preys on both.
No.
No, that's alright. We'll try back. We'll try it next year. Give it a crack. If it ends up proving too difficult, we'll just say screw it and just focus on the rendezvous instead. Because it's not worth having too
Question.
much
Will it
trouble in
replace it directly, or will it be a new world?
Rondo 2 better have PBR materials and shine. Run at 140 frames per second.
No, I don't know about all that.
What's the better way to do it? replace the...
Essentially, what I was going to do is just replace the world. So if you already got it favorited, it'll be the same world ID. It's just like an update. And then I'll upload a second world that's the old rendezvous in case you ever want to go back and look at it.
I appreciate that.
Redundant.
If you do, I appreciate that.
Rendezvous classic.
Classic rendezvous.
We're going on 1 to 3.
The window
keypad in
ball.
the dadgum kitchen.
Oh, the anime characters, look at that.
The keypad in the kitchen.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel
we
better.
better get Nook Sellers. We better get Nook Sellers as well.
What about a bedroom?
Makes you feel better. The
We need
keypad
a
in the
bedroom.
kitchen will be in the rendezvous as well.
Yes. So we can bash our heads against that one too.
A bedroom.
Actually, I had two keypads in there just for you.
Lights. Oh shit!
It's just one big keypad.
We got a spotlight.
The worlds we visited along the way.
You have to figure out the code to get into the prep room every time.
Desktop.
What the hell? C or Z?
I literally just remembered.
Z
I
is
couldn't remember the
Chrome.
whole night until I said it out loud, and then I remembered C for crouch.
Wow.
Z for Z for Chrome. Get lower. Oh, there we go.
yeah.
Oh, that's why I can see the other one, because you've got a big light. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
I
know,
wanna
Sheen's
be
avatar
You're a
has
spotlight.
Oh yeah.
Sheen
He
hit
doesn't
R,
care
turn the
enough
light
about
on.
us to want to
There's
see
also
us,
an
though.
option to turn on the lights.
Oh, where the hell is that?
We don't need to after party tonight, do we? We can just linger here until everyone goes.
Yeah, just hang out
What the
here.
fuck is the Ash?
Yeah, good.
This
Because
is
none
the
of us are in
after party.
character.
Where's the damn light switch?
The real after party would never happen.
Silver poisoning.
I'm not in character tonight.
I have a belated message from
Dustin. Totally tell the difference. Yeah.
The blade message is thank you for the tour. And
Tour, not tour.
and they loved they loved everything about the waiter. So
Aw,
you did good.
very, very kind. Thank you. I just had to share it. I couldn't let it sit.
Julia.
And we appreciate you for that one. And that dadgum description of the food. I am
Proud of you. Probably took a lot of
For
nerve.
sharing it or for
You know,
writing?
to tell everyone your unfinished tour.
I need to turn
It was
off.
actually,
Can't hear
I
you,
was
sorry.
super nervous at the start.
Can't hear anybody.
I was like, oh, what are they going to say? They're going to be like, oh, we can't interact with it. We can't make choices. What? There's not enough information here.
You can't do nothing.
Okay, there we go.
No, I was good.
No, it was great.
Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Okay.
See you
The ending?
Bye.
Ending to a
Don't
lecture,
leave.
neutral ending to lecture.
We're not done.
Both of those are
No.
kind of weird to say they're my
Yeah.
favorites, but
You a baby. He's
That's
calling you a
Hey,
baby.
those are the
that
ones that probably
bittersweet
hit me the
is,
hardest.
It
Yeah,
felt like a
we're
normal
alive.
tour, but
Thank
without
you
a
for
tour,
helping
which
out.
shows how well you can write.
Like a dinosaur.
yeah, and you know what?
Without a
If there
world,
comes a
I mean,
true without a world, if there comes a time where I get more time, I can just do story readings. Like,
Heat out my nose.
who knows?
That'd be nice.
I'm not planning on performing again,
I'd
but I
be
can just
down.
read stories now and then. Yeah.
Your hands were made of donuts.
She'd read
Just in
us
case.
eating
I'm
eggs
telling you,
and ham.
thank you.
You're not the
Thank
first
you,
person to
and
ask
thank
me.
you,
anything.
and thank you.
Not even the
Yeah, I
second.
bet not.
You're all amazing.
YNCA.
Yeah, you're amazing.
Lots of hot pockets have meat in them.
Something like that.
I
So,
I do think Anna's a little bit like, it's kind of like Wonder
Good
Woman
night.
if you think about it.
Thanks for coming.
Good night. Thank you for having me.
Wonderwall? Also,
Hug.
bye-bye.
Because it's the thing that people request, you know? When there's a song request, it's Wonderwall. When there's a book request, it's Good News for Him.
Is a tour requested? It's the appraiser.
Aha! You blinked! I win!
I wasn't even looking at the screen. But okay.
Now for you too.
Thank
Well, your
you.
avatar blinked, so I
Blinking
win.
is client side.
It is actually. Blinking's
So
random.
technically you blinked.
I did not blink.
Let's go.
I bet you can't make me blink. I'm far off.
Either, but you can't see my eye.
Thank you for everything, Trey Jim, and all the
Candy.
stories you've written.
Thank you, Smiles. I won't stop writing stories. Don't worry. I
Sounds
wouldn't
like
be able to
a
even
burglar in your room.
I'll hold you to that.
We should write a
You
really
should.
meta tour called The Tour Guide, and it's the story of Sheen's life leading up to this point.
God.
Oh wow.
I'll be heading
He was
off
shot
with
and
Ethan
killed,
now.
found in
See
the alleyway,
ya.
behind the bar.
Good night, Smiles.
Hey, Smiles.
Goodbye, Smiles.
I mean, it feels meta enough just saying the word tour or guide in a tour.
Tour
which I
guide.
did for the waiter. That feels already too meta.
Anyway,
Because people are like, oh, you said the thing. Good night, mate.
Be a tour where someone gets in VR.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
I bought
Take
an
care, Nick.
external SSD. Got to put all the
See you,
projects on
Nick.
it. So.
Oh, and
Oh yeah.
wait, where's Alazu? Thank you, Alazu, for helping me find a word last minute. Where is he?
Right behind you.
Oh, you're right there.
He's right there.
I'm right here.
Look, Alazu, look, who here thinks this world sucks and didn't suit what we did?
It's
Who do you think this world sucks?
No one cares.
Bro, he was
No
there
one
for
cares.
3 years. Why did you do that to him?
I mean, this world was okay.
He was a lawyer once.
It does the job.
Seeing
People were not in this
VR
world. When I was telling that story,
Yeah.
people were in Afraid, whatever the town was called.
What you were telling
Efraino, I already forgot.
So it automatically caches
Alfredo.
People were in Pistachio when I was telling the story.
The moment you said the name, I immediately thought Alfredo.
Alfredo!
server thing that Unity has.
I should leave.
Quick!
I should get going.
Surround him!
Rebuild.
Alright, then get the fuck out of here.
Import my textures.
Go to your coffee.
Fucking walking here, ain't it?
I said I would give you feedback on the story.
Do that with my external.
I don't have the... Good night, Ren. Thanks for coming.
because, yeah.
Take care of them.
Don't leave!
Chloe, are you going?
Honestly,
You're gonna
I can't fulfill the terms. Good night, HD. If that was cool.
remember what the first is by
Hey, where's that panda guy?
Yeah,
You're welcome.
slowly,
Thanks for
finishing
coming.
stuff I had done
Thank you for
last
coming.
month.
I thought we agreed
He
is
left.
that you would give me the backstory and I'll give feedback on it.
having Italian names have a chance of being
Yeah, I'm slowly
I
remember there was a little more for
Looking at the
6
six
months.
Memory's
Look
a
at the
glitch,
use
as
text,
per usual.
Model file format. The Switch
What
version
a
has
shame.
quantized
Take care, kitty.
vertex data similar to how the Switch Cold still does it.
I'm serious, guys.
And I'm suspecting
I would be willing to entertain fellow travelers during the week for the thing or two.
Has become
would want
Roomba.
to do
Port of the game.
I would like some help with some skits. You guys don't have to help with the skits.
Leopard
Could
has
just have days where we announce, oh hey, the old man's at the bar. Does anyone want drinks for the fun of it?
Yeah!
for the pierogies or anything. So
Give me the drink!
Oh my god.
Yeah!
I wouldn't mind trying those as people wait for the painter too.
Yeah!
And for the rotation, I have a couple of ideas on how to go around it.
The semen!
Try them see what looks better.
And you two have gone quiet.
Sorry, I was
Sorry, we're
writing
talking to me.
something.
I was talking to both of you.
I heard what you said.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get stuff. Don't worry, old man.
I mean, of course, I probably need get some my fellow travelers for the more than one person skit for the bit, like someone recording. People get to watch shenanigans happen in the rendezvous or other places.
Out of TV.
Bananigans.
Bananakins. Out again! It's over!
Because of how far I've gone as a bartender assistant, not mind being hey, special times at the bar, that isn't an after party.
Except the rotation.
No, man, I don't think you understand. There have been times where I desperately need to do, focus or take a break, and the fact that you're there at the bar is just wonderful. So thank you so much.
L bar. You should name Elbar, yeah. You call it the Elbar. I look the fuck
Okay, you can stop, Gilman. Don't start. I don't think I want to implant any takeovers in my mind.
Elbar.
Don't let the wrath of
I was
Trajan
gonna say.
I try to take over something she can
I
have.
believe I must be on my way out. If anyone over here has any other questions for the big announcements we just dropped, please let me know now. I'll go ask the groups over there in a moment.
So the NPC thing, does it just work? Is everything in the subscription on that in that document thing for the NPC?
Yes, friend, that is correct. Everything
Alright.
you should need to know will be in that document. However, if you have questions, you are very welcome to ask.
Alright. I'm gonna try to see if I can add one character at least.
I suppose before.
Hello, Trajan.
Go ahead.
It's been such a long
Sorry,
time since I've
I'm
attended
listening. Tusi?
So I guess before you two leave, that I'm also just gonna say that I was also gonna be taking my leave, and also to once again and thank you for everything you two do, and everyone else, like Ren and everyone, and also that I had a great time with this, and I enjoyed myself quite well. I wish I could get in on like coming in every weekend for these tours, but every time I am here, it's always been a blast.
My bad. I also had.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you.
It already has.
You as well.
See you next time.
See you on the next video.
Yeah. Maybe on
Okay. Questions? No? Let me go tell them over there.
I'm pretty sure the upcoming weekend probably not gonna happen.
Shoot on over here. 1,200 a day. Just like that. And you gotta do one more. And then boom.
Would you be able to get a replacement? Or...
At 1,800 is more sustainable than 3 to 400.
I'm not gonna have access to
my external SSD
computer of any appreciable power for most of December and beginning of January. If we get into January, we want to
around when January. I have a feeling it's not going to be completely by the time January gets.
Oh yeah, no.
It might be heavily along, but yeah.
It's 2 months, so
Oh.
that wouldn't be until February.
Oh shit!
Last Saturday, I'll just open the bar for any fellow travelers who wish to join and have some.
I'm doing it a different way. Basically, I'm just gonna log
and remember that
game.
There we go. It's a lot brighter. I see everything now. God damn.
If they're not running
anything else.
So, question.
Let's just say that all will be revealed in the Paint Tutu.
Oh boy. That has some implications depending on pack. Maybe. What's the Paint 2 going to be rated if you haven't given an ASRB rating? Because that changes the context of Pack's question and your answer.
Can you put paintings inside of a painting?
You can.
Well, there's a
Yay!
painting of a painter painting the painting that's painting the painter that is painting said painting.
What if the world
What about you
was
paint the
made
painter or the
of
paint inside of a
other
painter?
worlds combined into a world just
Yeah, it's like the shipping
world
boats that shipping
started
boats that are
with.
shipping other shipping boats.
You build a house needs a
I shit
house.
my pants
But
for
inside the
free.
house, it gotta be in the house. The doll
Well, the
house.
front of the ship fell off. Well, they're clearly made of strong materials. Well, not this one, apparently.
Yes.
Well, they're not supposed to be built to rigorous standards, supposed to have good
the
materials.
passing of the torch, so to speak. The
Well, cardboard's out,
replacement
cardboard
of
derivatives.
Trajan, how's that going to be handled?
I heard the first part. You said passing of the torch of what? Please repeat.
Sorry.
The replacement for Trajan, how's that going to be handled?
Like
So
Hunger Games, right?
CWT, my guess. That's my guess.
You will be put down.
CWT is certainly a way to participate, but I'll don't worry about it right now. I'll get to that.
But good luck. I mean, I'm sure if you post on the Discord, somebody will show up.
The Elba.
I got a few friends I could talk to.
We all have our own requirements of what we're looking for or are hoping for in someone, and so there'll be announcements about it, and we'll have possibly events where you come and sort of talk with Trajan in sort of an interview style. Because being a tour guide is, you do everything. You part of the team, you do assistant tour guide, but everyone has their own specialized role. So, of course, we'll have announcements that describe what we're looking for. I mean, we've already pretty much said it. We're looking for someone that mainly does performing, and they write their own tours. So, if you are interested, or you know someone who is interested, you can tell these people that they are very welcome to start writing their tour now, because we highly encourage that. We never ever are any sort of have any problem with people writing their own tours. If someone wanted to start their own VR travelers, and because they love writing tours, that would be amazing. We would love if we heard about that. We would go to their tours if we could. So if anybody that is interested, please tell them just go ahead and start writing, and they're welcome to talk to us anytime. And of course to look out for the announcements when we eventually start posting them.
Do you think I told anyone when I started writing The Archaeologist? No. I just went, hey, I wrote my own tour, and Sheen was like, what? That's literally what happened.
I believe it. You're just like,
yeah.
Screw it. I wrote a story. Here you go.
I was just like, this is fun. I'm going to make my own. Just do it.
Yeah, I have
Don't
actually
wait.
been meaning to write
Do it for
something.
fun.
I'm gonna wait on it.
If you're having fun with it, that's the best. If you're not, well, it's a chore.
It is fun.
Chores aren't fun.
Spend hundreds of hours in a world on your own, learning it inch by inch. It's fun.
It's like D&D. I can't say that because I run a Pathfinder campaign as the game master. So I can't say Pathfinder. It's not like it's like Pathfinder second edition.
Story that calls for a bit of improvisation.
Sure, yeah.
Get ready to
Thank you for your
Coca-Cola.
That's completely
try
up to the
improv
writer.
skills. Yeah.
Also,
Hey,
you don't need a
go to
voice.
bed with your family.
Like, to
Yeah,
tell
but
a
you two
story.
have such great voices.
The incomparably complex.
Yeah, but when I started, I didn't have a good voice. I just read it and tried to copy Sheen's voice. That's all I did. This develops. You do not need to have a good storytelling voice. You just need to be passionate about it. It'll just grow on its own. Yeah, that wasn't planned. One day I just man, fuck the professor, and I just yelled it, and people loved it, so I kept doing it. That was not planned in the script.
I wish I was there to see that. Goddamn. It'd be funny.
I love that avatar.
Well, the last time I did it,
Hey, would
I
you
scared
like fries
myself.
with that? Did I ask
Damn
for fries?
sticks.
Can I ask for fries for that?
Well, I don't think anything will outdo the head scientist in the bad ending of The Agent. That's like the most worked
Where
up
is
I
it?
get myself by far. Like, I am violently shaking at the end of that scene. It is very intense.
Oh.
Goodness gracious.
Which lines?
The bad ending, when you're at the bronze mech in the hidden lab of The Agent. When he just goes full on Disney villain. Laughing and screaming maniacally.
Maniacally.
Oh.
Maniacally, thank you. I'm a terrible writer.
I came back. All I see is I came back at the right time.
Like, all these words sound wrong. Maniacally.
Manically.
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 Meniscusly.
Monopoly.
Anemone. Alright, kid, don't hurt yourself.
Did I ask for fries?
Yes. Yes. Get both. Bye bye.
Well, good night, Alice. Thanks. I'm on my way out as well.
Remember.
No.
Take care, friends. Take care. Take care.
Kingdom Hearts. Black and darkness.
Trade him, dearest. I'm on my way out.
Trade him, dearest.
Take care.
Kiss already.
You and I
Kiss.
need to schedule a time. I have a new thing for you to review now that you're done with events. So let's see if we can get a 2-hour window together to do some editing.
Cool. Just letting you know, I'm going away from the 22nd or 21st for you to the start of next year. Christmas holiday. So probably next
Yes! Under the mistletoe!
Why? I told you
good.
he's abandoning us entirely! He's not coming back!
You're underneath the mistletoe, come on.
Yeah, I gave you like 8 mistletoe pieces.
What a bad
You had
ending.
your chance.
Mistletoe.
Why is it so
Where we have
bright?
a place to launch a missile from.
The mistletoe. Is
The
the
missile-
toad okay?
The mistletoe, the frog.
Oh, by the way, Nick and
Mistletoe
I,
he blew the fuck out.
Is when
Oh,
the toe gets its revenge for all those stubbing.
from the building tomorrow, and
Yes, and I see
we
you
will
again.
be
Now I
playing
have
Lethal
my
Company
hands are
together.
broken,
So
but
if anybody wants to join Nick
I
and I
want
on
to
our
join. I
daybreak
just got
playing
off
Lethal
that not
Company,
so long ago.
you can join us tomorrow.
Enjoy
Yeah.
that. By the way,
You got the bigger lobby
I
mod?
don't know if you're the type to enjoy mods.
Nobody tells
But
You're not raving.
Wait,
other
what?
No, I
than-
just got it. Nick wants me to play it with him
Oh, yeah?
tomorrow.
Screenshot.
He's been talking about it, so we might be playing tomorrow. Just taking a break from the Painter 2 just for one day. So
I want to join.
Fantasy 14, 13.
I want to join in this
I
Lethal
recommend
Company.
you experience it first.
guessing. Oh, I actually
And
haven't
after a
got
bit
to
of the
play
default
Lethal
experience,
Company.
I need to get your name in it as well. Too close, too close.
Gene?
Lethal
Well,
Company
if
is
you're
so
looking for
damn
people
fun. I
that
just
In
got
terms
off.
of
be willing to pending
things I suggested to
Pathfinder.
help,
I literally,
entertain.
all of my friends have it. They told me to buy it. I bought it, and I've never touched it.
I'm going to try
Oh, that sounds like a you problem.
I hate it when it happens.
Saturday.
Robotic, can you get it to me?
Oh,
I don't have money right now.
It sounds like a you
second, I
problem.
got
What would be nice?
much
Curses
is it again?
versus alcohol to have listed in
It's like $10.
If anyone orders
Wow,
them.
that's not bad.
I don't know how to
It's like
fix
little
your ticket
$10.
level.
Your rating called you an
Completely
imposter,
bored
kid, right?
So you're saying you're going to go to the bar this coming Saturday and host it yourself and serve drinks? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah, you're welcome to do that. And you want me to give you a list of curses?
Like any you can come up with. I'll still try to come up with
I'll
some
indeed,
myself,
yeah.
but if you want to give me a list of curses and such, and
A list of curses of the English language. There is.
Describe
I am
other
legally
things
not
that
advised to
we-
finish this joke.
Finish it.
I will though. Fuck.
I'll be your lawyer.
Shit. Damn.
Questions and ideas just in case, depending on if those
Here's the real curse. Come up with your own curse.
You know what?
Sure, I'll give you a list, yeah. That'll work. That'll be fun. I hope people show up and you can get some
Well, I mean, I
funny
could
moments.
use some help announcing it in the Discord on
How's it looking
Saturday,
in your-
like
looking in your
saying,
Steam
oh, hey,
workshop,
the
but I
L-Man
wanna
is
be
opening
busy.
Gene's
Thanks,
Bar.
everybody.
If you want to join,
No problem.
I'll be gone. My
literally-
pizza.
Can I join you guys in your
We'll be
Lethal
putting an
Company?
announcement
Making
next
mistake
Saturday.
of, like,
Officially
Picking
announcing
up
the
like some other
pods,
game,
and
some
I'll put a line in there about
I made a bad transaction recently, and like I
No, I
can't.
said, what's
Yeah,
wrong?
was
Was it the Humble Bundle, or which one was it?
when should be my starting point
Yeah.
next Saturday?
That makes sense.
It's up to you. But I must be on my way now. So take care, friends. And as they say in Latin, res nolius.
I haven't
So
read
the-
that in a minute.
Godspeed.
That was the
So I'll do
Fun
it join you guys on
tomorrow. You've
Lethal
earned it.
Company.
content.
He's earned the fun.
I wanna join.
When people do lethal.
Yes.
I still haven't played it, and I really want to
You
play
and I
it.
have got a
Basically
thing
on
to
board
attend
for this.
I
tomorrow.
might have to invite you to a
Yeah.
Discord. because I have a group that I've been trying to build up to play with a company.
It's 2 a.m. already. So I've already talked to
Is
Sumak
it?
about this. He's
It is. Or no, it is for you, but it's 1 a.m. for me.
Your lethal, your group there. You have a bigger lobby mod or something?
No, but we're just, we'll download it. We'll figure it out. It depends on how many people we get to do it. Right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us that are gonna probably play, which I think is a full lobby in that game. I don't know. I've just been trying to get people just to play it in general.
The lobby by itself, without the mods, is like 4 players.
Okay, so yeah, we'll 100%.
Yeah, you have to mod it.
be
Get a
using
thunderstorm.
There's
The same as Risk of Rain.
Okay.
You're gonna need a bigger lobby mod for it.
You ever wonder why we're here?
You can go up to 16, or if you want, you could get up to 40 if you wanted to. But the thing is, it will like your PC, so...
I mean, what's the point of it all?
Yeah.
Can we go here by some...
Why, does it host off of your PC then? Or,
I think so, yeah. And not just
so
you.
yeah, if I host it, we should be fine to a degree.
And not just you, I think other people could like
It
too.
depends on internet speed, Robotic. Is it internet speed or like what kind of lag? Like network lag or like FPS lag?
Kind of
Probably
both.
FPS lag.
A bit of both, actually.
But I will say this, Alec. We had a guy come in and redo our network to a degree, and my internet is faster again. I don't know how much faster, but yes, it's better. It's better. It's way better.
Boy. How better?
Like out back, we used to have like spikes where we just straight up didn't have any internet, and now it's just like mint all the time, every day, all day. It's perfect.
I think who's on first? Humor.
But yeah, I'm trying to get a group together to play just because it'd be fun. Yeah, it's the group that I've been playing with Hunt.
Oh, great. But then I'll never see you again.
No, it's just a group. We all play like extraction shooters and that stuff, so that's why we just play together. Funny enough, that's the Discord I'm in, and there's nobody else in there except for me. Because we all were playing, and then we played Marauders, and then we just kind of... 2 of them were drunk and they got off, and one of them had to go play Dark and
game
Dirty.
comes out, you play that too.
Really? I can just boom and then move the keyboard.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Traveler.
Marathon.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's time for me to leave. See you around, Trajum.
There's Tarkov. You want to count Tarkov?
At some point, it just randomly kicks me out.
Have a good one, Grams.
Probably I'm bored with
Where am I?
that in January.
Don't lose your good shoes.
See what we can slap together.
I don't know how much time I'll have. I do work a full-time job.
Alright, let's see what's going on.
Well, you just want to be like a background character in some scenes that we're doing.
Almost got real empty real fast.
It's time to do some a little trolling.
In every skit.
It's time to do a little trolling. I'll be live on Twitch or something. I don't know. Oh.
All my fellas.